Penny Lancaster. I was a victim of Gregg Wallace's bullying and harassment. Loose Women actor says MasterChef host used position of power to intimidate and cause distress to people on set. Penny Lancaster has alleged that she witnessed and was a victim of bullying and harassment by the MasterChef presenter Gregg Wallace. The model and Loose Women actor said she did not know that her husband, Sir Stewart, was going to make accusations about Wallace's behaviour until she saw a post on Instagram. Last month, Stewart alleged that the presenter humiliated his wife on Celebrity MasterChef in 2021. It came after a series of allegations led to Wallace stepping away from the BBC show while its production company, Banijay UK, investigates claims of misconduct. Lawyers for Wallace, 60, have strongly denied that he engages in behaviour of a sexually harassing nature. On Thursday, Lancaster told ITV's Loose Women, "I didn't realise my husband had sent that post out until it was out. And of course, you can imagine the influx of inquiries there were. I most definitely was witness and victim to some of the bullying and harassment behaviour of Gregg Wallace, and unfortunately a lot of those involved in the production team were also witness to that, and I really feel that he used his position of power to, I believe, intimidate and cause distress to a lot of people on set. And it's really unfortunate that someone like him is allowed to get away with that, and while others sort of stand by and let it happen at the same time." She added that she was shocked by her husband's post, which also said, "Good riddance, Wallace. You humiliated my wife when she was on the show, but you had that bit cut out, didn't you? You're a tubby, bald-headed, ill-mannered bully. Karma got ya." Lancaster, 53, said, "I felt a little bit vindicated that something was put out there, going back to sort of that whole Me Too movement. It's shocking to think how many women do suffer in the hands of men in a powerful position and are too afraid to talk out. They don't feel at the time that they're going to be supported or listened to, so sometimes it can take a few years later for someone to mention something. It gives the other victims and people that have suffered the confidence to come forward." BBC bosses previously said the corporation would not tolerate behaviour that falls below the standards we expect, and would continue to champion a culture that is kind, inclusive and respectful. A memo sent to staff by the BBC Director General, Tim Davie, and Charlotte Moore, the Chief Content Officer, said the corporation would be supporting Banijay UK in its investigation. Last week, Wallace apologised for claiming complaints about his behaviour came from a handful of middle-class women of a certain age, adding he would take some time out. Lisa Nandy, the Culture Secretary, is thought to be considering imposing new standards on the creative industry, with stronger legal powers for a new independent body. Nandy said she was prepared to challenge the sector if the Creative Industries Independent Standards Authority, CIISA, did not receive appropriate support after her meeting with them on Wednesday. A spokesperson for her department said, "The Culture Secretary had a constructive conversation with attendees and hopes this will be the start of an ongoing dialogue on how the government can support CIISA as it looks to implement its new behaviour standards across the industry."